I think we are live. I believe we are live. We're going live, and a guest is going to be coming in at any moment. So I'll be bringing somebody into the room, but let's get started here. This week I've been talking about emotions that can cause us to trigger the stress response. And one of them is whenever we feel afraid. I clearly remember this time I was talking to a gentleman who said, I don't feel very anxious, but I have some fears. So we talked about the difference between anxiety and feeling anxious and feeling afraid. And I've given a lot of thought to that. And some of the things that I think about are that we can be afraid of physical things like bridges, snakes, spiders, and we can be afraid of mental things. We can be afraid of rejection, not feeling like we're good enough, feeling of failure. And so I brought in a special guest today, and she'll be popping in here in a minute, hopefully. Yay, you are here. Let's see, I'm going to pin us both so that we can both show up here. I think that will work. I've never done this before, so we'll see if that works. Let me double check it. We are good. Morning, Leela Veronica.
Morning, El Ingles.
How are you?
I'm grateful to be here, sister.
Yay. So, just a little backstory. We have been together for years and we've been accountability partners for years. We've done retreats together. We have team coached. We've done a lot of things over these years. You're my personal body coach. You've gone through my certification program. I have stayed in your group program for how long now?
Oh man, that's probably been five. Has it been 5 years since I've been doing the 42-day challenges and the
That's a long
membership?
time.
Maybe four. I'll have to
Okay.
check. I'll have to check.
And so my topic today is feeling afraid.
Yeah.
And um, I would love for you to share a little bit because you're a business coach, a body coach. You have such an amazing way to open up people's capacity for things. So I'd just love for you to riff on that for a moment, on, maybe how fear plays a role. And I mean, my work, so go for it, hon.
Thank you so much. First off, I want to give Miss El Ingles a big round of applause for just being so amazing and sharing all her wisdom with the world. When I think of my ideal client, my niche, my avatar, my perfect, you know, uh, uh, person, I think of you because you're the most committed to yourself.
Uh-huh.
hmm And I just want to honor you and say thank you for committing to you because you've committed to you. You have so much more to give to the world. So I just want to say thank you. I appreciate you so much. I feel you have lengthened my life. So it means a lot to me. And the life that I am living is much more enjoyable. And so, that leads into this idea of fear. When we met, just share a little story. As you said, I'm a business coach, I'm a body coach, I speak, I write, I smile a lot. And when we met, I was, I had just turned 38. You taught me about stress hormones and how they work, especially in the women's body. Because I'm a woman, that mattered. And what I realized was I had been living with a cocktail of chemicals, stress chemicals in my body for probably 38 years, probably from the time I was in womb, to be honest, from what I come from. So I was doing business, smiling, doing all the things, uh, but I wasn't enjoying it as much. I wasn't as aware. I wasn't as conscious, and I would end my days. You know the story. Exhausted on the. I would be so intense all day, like from the time I woke up, just boom. By the end of the day, I'd be on the floor somewhere in my house. It could be the kitchen, it could be the living room, who knows? It could be outside on the back porch, on my back, laid out, just crying. I just had, oh, cheesy pieces. Like, I remember like one time being in the bathroom, the door's wide open, I'm laying there, and I'm crying, and I had roommates at the time, they'd come in and be like, "You all right?" I'm like, "I'm just totally fine, just letting it out." But how many days in a row do you need to do that? I mean, that's a little bit ridiculous. Something's off. So I
Right.
meet you, and then I realize I'm triggering stress hormones, right? From the get go, from the time I wake up till the time I'm practically going to bed, I'm triggering stress hormones. I'm riding a wave. I'm like living on them. I'm
Right.
like a
Yeah.
functioning stressaholic.
Yeah. I was too. I admit it. Yeah.
Yeah. I was actually recently thinking about you, and then I'll go into this fear piece, but I just want to say, like, it's all related. I was running on adrenaline because I was scared of peace. I didn't know it. I had never really experienced peace. I had moments in my life where I had made big decisions for myself, and I stepped into sort of like a new identity. There were like these, I remember there were like these moments of peace, but then the chaos happened shortly thereafter.
Yeah.
I have glimpses of peace in my life, but not until I met you did I did I let go of being scared of being peaceful, being chill, like not having to always be on.
Yeah.
So for me, like I said, fear came up, stress, really, all of that, and it showed it in a way where I was laying on the floor in the evenings. So my first lesson for everybody is notice what's happening that's off.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Where are
Hmm.
you off? Where are you rigid? Where are you overwhelmed, stressed, right? Anxious, all the eight. Where are you anxious, afraid, annoyed, right? Uh, I have a confusion will set in, right? For me, that's one of mine where I'm like, la, 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 la. I don't know. I know. I know everything I need to know.
And just the other day, you added an F to the Fs. We'll be doing the Fs at some point on this show, but they're fight, flight, freeze, fawn, etc. And you added forgetfulness, like forgetting.
Forgetfulness. Yeah, when I was younger, I would tell a story to my friend Janice, and she would be like, "You already told me that." And I'd be like, "Did I?" Or I would say to somebody else in mid sentence, I'd be like, "Did I tell you this already?" And I would have this real strange thing where I couldn't remember what was a dream and what was real life. I was like, "Was that a dream? Was that real? I don't know." So that was for sure adrenaline. I was like full force adrenaline back then, you know. So the
Mhm.
first thing is in your life is like, where are you off? That's the first part. The second part, where I come in often, is where do you feel it in your body? So I will get tight and rigid and tense, closed off, right? I'll go Fort Knox. Nobody's coming in and I ain't coming out, right? That's not how I want to be. I want to be open. I want to be lively. I want to be fun. I want to be playful. But if I'm under stress, hormones, right? Okay, that's one thing. You notice in your body what happens. So maybe you go the opposite way. Maybe you talk a lot, right?
Yeah.
Like I get, my number one trigger response is sweaty armpits. Sweaty
Hmm.
armpits. So you might get tight in the belly. You might get belly aches. Might get nausea, dizziness. I mean, we could go on and on and on.
Yeah.
I see a lot of people back pain flare up when they're in
Inflammation. Hmm.
inflammation, baby. Yeah. So it could be the neck, the back, some old injury from years ago, right, that hasn't quite fully chosen a healing 100%, you know. So um, that's the first part, you know, and for you and your methodology, and for my methodology, we are all about the awareness first. It's like you teach, your targets, right? Your triggers before you go into how to fix it, right? So that would be the first thing is where is it in your body? Where do you, in my methodology, where are you revealing it to feel it?
Hmm.
And then
Hmm.
we heal it. And so what I would say is everybody's body's going to respond different based upon the kind of fear they have.
Oh, yeah. Interesting. Yeah.
So the body and the mind have a certain operating system. When you have a certain kind of fear of abandonment, a fear of looking stupid, a fear of not being loved, a fear of, we could go on and on, it'll show up in different places in the body. And so one of the gifts I have, yeah, about fear in the body is oftentimes I can pick up, say somebody has a knee, if they're right-handed and their right knee is giving them a little challenge, there's something in their life their fear of moving forward, right? If they're having a lot of belly aches, there's something in their life they're not quite able to digest. They haven't been able to process yet. Something, you know. If their eyesight's going real quick, they don't have a vision often, or and they're not using their eyes in a visionary way, right? Looking out in the distance more. So there's a lot of things about the body. The body is just a messenger for what's going on internally. It's just an external reflection of the internal experience. And there's outer influences, of course. There are toxins and there are healthy things and there are all these things we put in and
Yeah.
but my work it's systematized so that most people's pain, fear shows up as pain in the body, discomfort, tension. Most of it shows up in the joints. So Riverstone movement method was created to make movement that's very healing and also strengthening and creates inner expansion, so you have a different kind of body, outer,
Hmm.
um, where it helps all the joints. It helps open and bring fluid into and balance 360 with all the joints.
Hmm.
And I don't talk about this much, but I should probably more often. It's because pain shows up in the joints, and if you have a system that works your body in a way that heals the joints, you're good. We have people who have had injuries from decades ago heal, and people are able to run, and they haven't run in like 20 years, right? You're one of them. Yeah, I mean that's wild to me. So I have a woman I just worked with. I'm working with privately. She said for the like first time since she can remember, her feet aren't just like flopping on the ground. Sure, she's actually like able to place them. It's because we opened up her ankles. Her ankles were so tight
Oh, wow.
that there was no a way for her to really place them. It was just stuck. So we
Wow.
just got our ankles open by doing a whole bunch of other stuff. And one more thing here. So this is a part I have saved. Pain, fear, shows up in the body's fascia, the connective tissue. Why? Because the nervous system runs through the fascia, the connective tissue, like electricity through a wire. So if we know how to relax that wire, smooth it out so the electricity is going in the right direction all the way around, so all the electricity in the body is going the right direction, the pain starts to go away. The pain starts to relieve. And the body, the nervous system, the brain says, nothing's wrong with that knee anymore. We don't have to hold it anymore. Psh, let it go. But we work with it. We palpate, we work with the body's fascia, the connective tissue. So fear shows up in the body as pain in the fascia. Riverstone movement works the fascia, which unwinds all that.
Oh man, it's so good. I mean, I'm a living. I used to have the worst posture in the world. At least I thought it was in the world, and it's why I started working with you. And it was such a game changer in so many different ways. I walk differently. I do every movement differently. Like you say, I actually live Riverstone. Like I live it. How I move, how I pick something up off the floor, how I sit in my car, how I drive, like everything, because I feel all the benefits that you just described. And even if I do get a pain, I can heal it so fast now. It's just amazing how quickly you can heal when you understand your body's system, and that's what you teach. I think it's so amazing. One of the things I share with my clients is that we've been conditioned to tighten toward pain. The first time you ever skinned your knee, you probably had somebody go, oh, let's get a Band-Aid. Like the face was tight, and we imitate. And so we've been conditioned to tighten whenever we're hurt. And that tension blocks healing. It blocks blood flow, nerve flow, and energy flow. And so what you teach is truly amazing. And you have business coaches as well. And what you've done there, because I witnessed, like I've known some of these people because I helped at your retreats. Like I've seen what people have done after they've worked with you. and they might not remember, but you taught them so many amazing things for them to kick off a really fantastic business. So that's a little thing you do too, because I think it's all about capacity. You expand people's capacity mentally, physically, and in business. We used to do
Yeah.
that thing, body, brain, business. Remember that?
Oh, so fun. That was so fun.
Hmm.
Let's do those live shows.
Well, listen, any parting words? I'm so glad you came on today. I highly recommend that anyone come into the group program. Like that's like the first little way. But if you have a private session with Leela, it can be life-changing for you. It can be so life-changing to just have her really take a look at you and see what's going on. Like she mentioned the right hand thing. Like most of my injuries are all on the right side of my body. And it's because I'm always like going for it. And so balancing my two sides. I mean, now I play double solitaire left-handed with my husband. That's pretty fun.
I love that.
So yeah,
Yeah.
so any parting words, Leela?
I would say two things. One, if you do want to have a private session with me, I give them away complimentary because I promise you, I will show you something about your body that you have never heard before. Promise you. And it'll change your life. Um, so you can go to speakwithleela.com/body basically and schedule a call. It's about a half hour and everybody loves it. And then the other thing is just know you deserve to feel good. You know, that's a big tenet of Elle and I's message is that you deserve to feel good. So if you don't, we're here for you. You know, there are
Oh, so
solutions.
beautiful.
There are solutions. Yeah.
There are solutions. So thank you so much. I'm
Mhm.
so glad you came on here. I wish everybody a great pressure-free day. Like Leela said, I mean, just last night I said to my husband, I feel like I'm getting younger again. Like you get these waves with pressure-free, and it's a combination of Rivestone and pressure-free. Like if you're involved in both of what we do, I you create a sustainable being. Like you're not going to age so fast. You're not going to hurt so much. Like it's crazy, but it's so true. So.
You're
Um,
unshakable.
Yeah, it's
That's a big
beautiful.
deal. Yeah.
Mhm. Well,
Thank
thank
you,
you so
hon.
much.
Thank you.
Bye, hun. Have a great
Bye.
pressure free day.
You too, honey.